Hey guys, EvnSparks here, and welcome to episode 14.5 and my preparation video on the upcoming battle theater we'll be facing at Sapharite City. Essentially, this video will be a mix of a guide and just explaining how I'm going to be best preparing for the upcoming battle theater. Hopefully the guide part will definitely help people who are struggling with this battle theater or may want to have some information and help before going into the battle theater themselves. Before we go in, I want to say that this video will be made with the assumption that we do have access to the Loomian Legacy wiki, except for information directly on the battle theater, which says that we won't know the puzzles, we won't know the type of Loomians we're facing, we won't know the Loomian type if it's not mentioned in the game, essentially. We can only make assumptions pretty much from that point. And that's just to keep it interesting for myself and everyone watching the series. And I want to say the format for this video will be just basically the first part will be me explaining what the strategy is and how how to help you all get this battle theater under wraps. And then after that, I might put the VOD at the end, or I might link towards the VOD. Who knows which one we'll do, we'll see. Editing EvnSparks can tell you with a text thing in the video. Anyways, before we head in, special thanks to Joker from Persona 5, aka made this account for LL, for helping evolve our Kabunga into Chatiki, which is an extremely helpful thing, because otherwise I would have to train a fire type from level 5, and that would be pretty grindy, but with this current training strat, it's not too bad. Anyways, background information. So we know that the Sapharite City Battle Theater from episode 14 is a metal type specialist, and they will most likely be using Pollute Corp Loomians, so that does help us narrow down the type of Loomians we'll be facing. Further to this, we also know from the last rival battle and Trainers vs. Route 7, we don't know, but we can safely assume the Battle Theater will be roughly 3 to 4 levels above them. So maxing out at level 30 and averaging around 28, basically, level 28. In terms of the strategy we'll be using, it's mainly just going brute force in. The easiest strat is just to brute force in and use Loomians to counter that are weak. Basically, the enemy Loomian is weak against. So we know that metal type Loomians are weak against fire, electric, earth, and brawler types. So for me, covering this area, we have Chatiki, which is a plant and fire type, Geklo, electric and lightning, electric and light, sorry. Borok is Earth, and Garbantus is a Bug and Earth type, and Garbantus will basically be our backup Loomian, essentially. So you'll notice that we have a wide type range of Loomians covering 3/4 of the metal type weaknesses, and this is because I originally thought that we would have we would have to cover, considered combined metal types. So what are combined metal types? Basically just metal and fire, so they have 2 typings, essentially. But you'll find out once, as I explain, that we actually don't need to worry too much about having a wide range type of Loomians. We'll explain that in a bit. In terms of countering metal type Loomians, we know we won't face Sir Knight or Valkyrie, as they are starter Loomians. Well, we don't really know per se, but we can assume safely that they won't be these 2 type of Loomians, because A, they're starters, and B, they are not Pollute Corp Loomians in the slightest. So this leaves the possibility of facing the following metal type combinations, being either air, toxic, earth, or electricity. So how do we go about, countering these combined metal types? Because clearly they throw a spanner that works, because suddenly an earth type is not super effective against all these combined metal Loomians. Well, if we look closely, right, you'll see a common theme. They're all weak to fire type Loomians. So this allows us to essentially, if we want to be guaranteed to always be super effective and take the least amount of damage, we pretty much just focus on our fire type Loomians and use those throughout the entire battle if you don't want to worry about training up an earth or electric type. So it's pretty easy to counter overall, so it's not too bad. So to sum it all up, in terms of being best prepared for this battle theater, you will need to have a strong fire type Loomian. That's non-negotiable. If you don't have a strong fire type Loomian, you want to have those 3 typings of electric, earth, and fire, basically. In terms of levels, you want to aim to have 1 Loomian at minimum, preferably your fire type Loomian at level 30, and the rest can be at level 28. Otherwise, optimally, everyone should be level 30, just to be extremely safe if you want to pass this without failing at all. So what if you don't have any of the Loomian type mentions? Well, okay, this is a bit tricky. You basically have to trek to certain locations, especially for fire type Loomians. So for the closest fire type Loomians you can get, there are Skulava or Krato, and they're found at Igneous Hollow at Route 5. It's a bit of a trek, but it's not too far away. Otherwise, the alternative harder method, because you have to trade for this one, essentially what I did to get my Chatiki, you can get a Kabunga at Route 6, and then you just need to trade with a trusted player for Krato. So you trade your Kabunga for Krato, then you trade back the evolved Krato to them, and you get your Chatiki back from them. You will need a trusted friend to do this, or a trusted player, essentially. So yeah, be careful around that. But that is the alternative method to get a good fire type Loomian. In terms of earth type Loomians, you have a better luck here because Burge is closest, found at Route 7, and Burge is pretty decent as well. Rockola and Babor are your second closest, and they are found in Route 5, which is not too far away anyway. So if you're going back to get fire type Loomians, may as well pick Rockola and Babor up along as well. In terms of electric type Loomians, I would just say to pass on this one if you don't have Geklo already. Geklo is found in Route 4, which is a really big trek away, I believe. And if you have a fire type Loomian, don't worry, you'll be fine. You don't need to borrow with electric types. But if you want to go for a Geklo, go for it anyways. It's not a bad Loomian to have anyways. Electric types are pretty good. Alrighty, last but not least is training. So how do we go about training our Loomians to the coveted level 30 I'm recommending here? Well, unfortunately, we do not have access to Route 8, which is the best EXP training hotspot, because we haven't beaten the Sapharite City Battle Theater. But we do have access to Route 7, which is our best place to get EXP. Now, keep in mind, this is not going to be about any consideration about TP points. I'm just going to be recommending the most time-efficient method to train your Loomians. Alright, so we are starting in Sapharite City. I'm just going to show you an in-game demonstration. So starting in Sapharite City, if you want to go to Route 7, we're going to be versing Hayden. We're going to go through this entryway here. Press Q anyway if you want to activate your rideable Loomian, by the way. You have to, I believe you have to have the saddle equipped. You get that from Rally Ranch. Anyways, keep going down here. And you notice this red trainer to our left here. This man is named Hayden. So if you want to go and battle against this guy, he's going to go, talk a bit, and we're going to go into it. Alright, so the strat we're going to use for this is essentially to be the most time efficient I found is we have a super effective Loomian like Chartigi here. Chartigi is fire type, but is also a plant type, which is weak, which is what Goppy is weak against, because Goppy is a water type. Apologies about that. I actually choked on my spit right there. That's a bit embarrassing. But anyways, back to the strat. Anyways, with Chartigi, we want to have a super effective Loomian for to take out the first two Goppies because they are incredibly weak and only give 200 EXP. In the grand scheme of things, that is not really... If we keep stacking Loomians to basically get a bunch of EXP from Goppy, it's going to be too time consuming. It's not worth it. Where we want to stack our Loomians for EXP is with Terraclaw, sorry. Terraclaw, not Terratech. Anyways, to get this, so the strat is get a super effective Loomian to take out the Goppies really fast in one shot, preferably. That would be the most time efficient. And now we're going to get Terraclaw in. Alright, we're going to keep Chartigi in. And essentially, I believe we can get a maximum of 4 Loomians to essentially get EXP from this Terraclaw, which is like 800 EXP, which is really, really good. So that's round 0. Now we're going to start round 1. Essentially, we want to switch to our most effective Loomian at round 3. If you want to be safe to not be hit by Pestilence, which is what Terraclaw has a really, really annoying move called Pestilence, and that basically traps your Loomian in the battlefield, and you can't take him out and switch him out with another Loomian, essentially. That's the issue. Anyway, this is round 2 now, and then round 3 is when Terraclaw is generally going to be using Pestilence. That's something I've figured out from basically doing this battle so many times. If you want to be extra safe, because Terraclaw can use Pestilence on round 2, you might want to get your most effective Loomian against Terraclaw in round 2. That would mean a maximum of 3 Loomians you can switch in. If you want to go really efficient and be a bit risky, round 3 is when you switch in, so you have 4 Loomians that get EXP from that, which is really, really dang cool. Anyway, so you want to have your... So this is round 4, right? Wait, sorry, yeah, this is round 3, sorry, this is round 3. And essentially what you see there, I've switched out Loomians, and now I'm going to take out this Terraclaw using our super effective Albatross. Albatross is an absolute chad. So we're going to use, I think, Nosedive as one shot. It's okay to just take 2 or 3 shots to take out Terraclaw. Terraclaw can be incredibly tanky. Like, if we have a level 35 Albatross, and this is a level 26, and it's already, it's taken, like, a very big hit from Albatross. So do be aware that Terraclaw, you're going to need a good Loomian to basically take out Terraclaw in the end, because Terraclaw is incredibly tanky and quite strong. But yeah, other than that, yeah, that's very simple right there. We get 800 EXP essentially for 4 Loomians there, which is insane. And that's like, this is basically the most time efficient way to do it, because you're not getting a hold up on Goppy. And so yeah, you get some nice money from this as well. Now, do not worry about going back there and resetting the area to battle Hayden again. You know what you have to do? Just click again, and you can battle again. So that's a really cool feature Loomian Legacy has. But yeah, that is essentially my guide there to training with Hayden really effectively. Hopefully that helps. But yeah, that's about it. I hope this helps. and I hope you're prepared for the battle theater now, and yeah, I wish you the best of luck in battling this battle theater. Now, regarding how I go about this video, we either switch it into the VOD, which is, you know, go ahead, enjoy the VOD, it's pretty nice, and I will stream my preparation video, preparation on twitch.tv/EvnSparks if you want to view that next time, and I will always basically put it in the comment section of the video before we go into it, what time we'll be streaming and what we'll be doing basically. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the VOD, or I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe to show your support, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Enjoy the VOD or enjoy the video, I don't know which one it is. Alright, see ya!